we'll be learning some basic coffee types and how to make them. First, this is our espresso machine. This part here, where you put the coffee in, is called the group head. And this here, where you put the grounded coffee in, is called the portafilter. This is called the steam wand. And this is the drip tray. And you might have noticed that in most restaurants you have two different types of portafilters. You have the double portafilter for 2 single espressos, or you have the single portafilter, which gives you 1 single espresso. When you have a portafilter for 1 single espresso, you need to adjust the amount of ground coffee that's going to go into your portafilter. So here we have different buttons, and I've selected the button with 1 cup because we have 1 single espresso to make. So as soon as I press here, it's going to grind up the perfect amount needed for a single espresso, like so. And then we take all this ground coffee and press it like that. We can probably do a better job of pressing it, but hey, we're not baristas. Let's make a double espresso. So I have the double portafilter here that goes into the group head. I'm going to take my coffee cup and place it just under there. So here on the espresso machine we have different buttons. And this is for 1 single espresso. This is for 2 single espressos. And this is the amount of water we're talking about. So these two is the same amount of water as this one. And these two are basically the same amount of water as 2 Americanos. But we're making 1 double espresso, so we can just press here. And there we have a double espresso. Let's make a cappuccino. The amount of coffee in a cappuccino is 1 single espresso. And we can set it to start brewing there. And I'll need this metal jug and the steam wand to make the milk, the foamy milk. Now the amount of milk needed for 1 cappuccino is the following, up to the jug's markings there. So now it's time to steam it, and we're clearing the steam wand from water. So we just go like that. Now we have pure steam coming out, no water. And we can pull it out, and we're going to stick our milk into it. All right, now what I'm attempting to do is create a whirlwind. In there, you see it's spinning around, and I'm keeping the steam wand just below the surface, and I'm slowly pulling away from the steam wand until I have a foam with very small bubbles. And I always wipe directly after so that the warm milk doesn't stick to the steam wand. To pour the milk into the coffee cup, I'm first going to knock out some of the bubbles from the milk, just by banging it to the counter like this. And you can see that the bubbles are disappearing. And when you're going to do the pouring of the milk, when you're going to pour the milk into the coffee cup, make sure that you have the handle to the right side. Okay, so a barista would have done a much better looking job, but it's foamy, it's warm, and it's probably as tasty as any barista would have done. And when you're delivering this to your guest, you don't just place it like this on the table. No, you need a saucer. You're gonna need a saucer and a teaspoon, which you place there. And of course, always bring some sugar with you in case the guest wants their coffee just a little bit sweeter. We have an order for a cafe latte and a single espresso. In this case, I'll be using the portafilter with the 2 nozzles here. And typically a latte would go in a glass. So we're gonna put this here, and the double espresso is going to go in a small coffee cup. You see, we have 2 sizes. We have one for cappuccino and double espressos, and this is for single espressos. I'm going to put this right here. So both our coffees have now been brewed. So I will prepare a tray for myself with 2 saucers, 2 teaspoons. The single espresso is ready as it is, so I'll just place it there. And for the latte, I still need milk for that. So I'm going to use the steamer again to warm up the milk. We just warm the milk for the cafe latte. We don't make foamy milk like for the cappuccino. So we just need to feel the temperature with our fingers here. You can see I have my pinky on there, and that is hot enough for me. It's just hot enough for me to be able to hold it. That's how I know the temperature is right. I'm just going to pour it in the glass, and that is a nice cafe latte. Some people prefer to layer it, but I like to mix it. So with the first sip they take, it's going to taste delicious. With the coffee ready, I'm going out to serve the guests. There's an order for us for 1 Americano. So I'm going to choose the button for the double espresso or the double shots. We're experiencing some technical difficulties, and the Americano is just a regular coffee cup. So now we've brewed coffee a little bit more than halfway up, but to make an Americano we still need to add up water to this. So we have a special warm water function on the machine, and we fill it up to there, and now we have an Americano, just missing the teaspoon. And now with the teaspoon we're ready to deliver it to the guest.